Okay, people, it is Sunday, the 7th of December, currently 1:52 in the afternoon, and I'm riding Line 1, approaching Finch West Station, and today's the day when the Finch West LRT officially opens after many years of construction. It's 2 years overdue, though, but today it's finally opening to the public, so I'm going to be transferring from Line 1 here at Finch West Station onto the new Finch West LRT, and we're going to take a ride.
Arrival, Finch West Station. Transfer for Line 6, Finch West. Doors will open on the left.
So I have never obviously had to make this transfer before, so I'm going to be relying on just following the signs to get me to Line 6. And I've only been to this subway station a handful of times before since it opened. We're up in the wilds of North York right now. A lot of people are doing the same thing I'm doing.
There is no subway service on the portion of Line 1 between Osgood and College Stations due to track work. Shuttle buses are running. Visit bbc.ca for more information.
So Finch West is free today on opening day, although obviously I had to pay my fare to get up here on Line 1. And normally transferring from one line to another is free anyway. And the line is about 10.5 kilometers long or thereabouts, with 18 stations, although it mostly stops as opposed to actual stations along the way. It's an above ground LRT. This here is one of the actual stations where the train does go underground. So we had to go down, and now we go back up again. I should have just taken the stairs, but these escalators are brand spanking new. I see a lot of people with cameras doing the same thing I'm doing. So this is where the line begins or ends. And it runs west to Humber College, along Finch Avenue. So a portion runs through North York, and a portion runs through Etobicoke. It's more western end, northern Etobicoke, which is also known as Rexdale. You can see a map of all the stops. I'm not sure how long it will take to ride the entire line. I'll just play it by ear. And here's a map of the whole system. We got the yet to open Eglinton Line 5 shown on the map. That might be opening in a matter of weeks, maybe right after New Year's. And here's the Finch line up here. Runs through northwestern Toronto. And here's where I transferred from line 1. I caught line 1 down at College Station in downtown Toronto. This also shows some GO Transit lines, which is the commuter rail. All of them, actually. And it shows the Up Express also, which is the train that runs between the airport and Union Station. So when you look at them all put together like that, it actually looks like a pretty impressive system. A lot of people tend to diss Toronto's transit system somewhat unfairly for the most part. It's actually an excellent system. In some ways, the best in all of North America. Not in terms of subway lines necessarily, but in terms of per capita ridership and that sort of thing. Even ridership in pure numbers, it's second only to New York in the US and Canada, or third after New York and Mexico City in North America. Not stopping at Jane Station due to security incident already on the first day. We have a security incident. It's on the subway though. They're talking about the subway, not the Finch West LRT. So my bad there. Jane Station is on line 2 of the subway. So these are just general TTC notifications here, not specifically just for this line. So I think this line is expected to carry about 40,000 people a year, which is actually a little less than what the current bus, or what was the current bus along Finch Avenue would carry, which was a bit over 40,000 people a year, but I guess we'll see if those numbers trend upward over time. So it's just after 2 o'clock. And it's quite cold in here because it literally just goes straight outside right up ahead. All the cool air is rushing in here. Just waiting to catch our first glimpse of the trains. The trains are Alstom trains built in nearby Brampton, which is a suburb of Toronto. They're the same trains, I believe, that the O train in Ottawa uses, which I have done a video of before. Elevator out of service at St. George Station. That's where I transferred from line 2 to line 1. I had to transfer getting my way up here because line 1 is partially closed today for track work between College and Osgood Station right in downtown. So I had to catch the train at College and then go northbound to Bloor Young and then transfer to line 2 and then go a couple stops west and then transfer again at St. George Station back onto line 1. And then it was a long ride northbound. Oh, I think I hear a train. Here we go. Well, isn't that nice? So the vehicle itself is not much different than the streetcars which already operate in much of the old city of Toronto. And some people have referred to this line as just a glorified streetcar and that sort of thing. And the Eglinton LRT will have similar vehicles. That line is largely underground though, with actual stations at many of the stops, large underground stations. And it runs above ground along its more easterly leg, which is similar to what we have here. It's nice and warm here on the train at least. Noticeably smaller inside than the subway cars. And there's also been some complaints that, at least during the first little while after opening, this will actually run more slowly than the bus line that covered this route before, which a lot of people think sort of defeats the purpose, but I think over time the speeds will pick up. I think when you open a brand new line, maybe they sort of start things off a bit more gingerly. Maybe things don't get up to full speed until a bit later on after they've worked out some kinks and that sort of thing. But also they've had a long time to do lots of training and a month-long period of full service rides without passengers just to make sure all those kinks were worked out. So you'd think they'd be ready to go at full speed by now. Unlike the streetcars, though, you can see there are doors on both sides of these vehicles. And we have emerged.
I thought it was James that came from our school. No. I was like, oh god, mine. I thought you were going to run out of this big car and just jump out of this. You're to ask Parkway.
See another guy with a camera there. We're going to be seeing lots and lots of camera people today. So, Finch Avenue in North York. This will take us right through the infamous Jane and Finch intersection, which you'll see when we pass through. Just looks like a pretty ordinary intersection for the most part, as far as North York intersections go. And we got some snow, as you can see. Not too much. We've just been having little dustings of snow the last few days. The temperature has been staying below zero, just barely below zero, but just cold enough to prevent the snow from melting. Announcement came across all muffled and scratchy. Maybe they have to work the kinks out of that.
Next station, prochaine station, Tobermory Station.
No, I think he genuinely is like that's what I think so. Yeah.
Arriving at Tobermory Station. Doors will open on the right. Les portes vont s'ouvrir sur la droite.
Definitely should have just been a window. Yeah, it's way more similar. It is a street car. It is like LRT. Has its own right of way, has a lot of cars, and has blocked like wide spaces.
College Station. Station Collège.
left roughly at 2:08.
If I don't like it, like I'll but it's like I didn't know maybe I should go into fashion. No, I was gonna do acting, but I was like, should I do the fashion? Yeah, but it's also my parents don't have to do
It's kind of neat, you know, to ride a new train for the first time.
Well, you don't.
I can't say I've ever ridden a brand new transit line in Toronto before. I've ridden extensions of existing lines, such as when they extended Line 1. That opened back in 2017, the Line 1 extension, so it's been a while since we've had something new and significant. Some of the surroundings as we approach Jane and Finch.
Mine are a bit like.
Please stand clear of the doors. Veuillez vous tenir à l'écart des portes.
No, because mine's like suck. They're all green or blue. Okay, they're yellow then. They're red. They're red. Yeah, that's like. Okay, so
Next station.
There's the Palisades. I think that's what that apartment building is called. Sort of an infamous building here at Jane and Finch. Jane and Finch Station. I've done some walks through this neighborhood, if you're curious. I'll find those on the channel, a live stream, a pre-recorded walk.
oh, we all did. I never did. Oh, I sort of.
It's been a while since I've been through here, though.
Yeah, they did with me, and then I was actually, it was valid. I did it. I had very valid.
There's Jane Street, right over there at the intersection. The Jane Finch Mall over there. And I think the Yorkgate Mall over on this side.
from the College Station. Ligne 6 vers Station Neuve au Collège.
We're close to the airport here in northwest Toronto, so I see a lot of airliners flying over.
It's just because my mom's all mad.
I think the Finch bus that ran along here was like the third busiest bus route.
They forgot to book us in a flight.
It's very busy. As I mentioned, over 40,000 daily riders.
Our hotel, our place, meaning our house.
Next station. Prochaine station. North Finch Oakdale. North Finch Oakdale Station.
Say it now. Mommy will allow you.
And yes, unfortunately, this does have to stop at red lights with all of the traffic. Signal priority is something they can't quite figure out, apparently. I think there is some form of signal priority in operation on the streetcars downtown, where they can hold a green light to last a bit longer as they approach the intersection. But I think that's all they can do. They can't really ensure that they get nothing but green lights along the whole way, which would greatly speed things up. Pretty full house in here right now. Yeah, that seemed like a very, very long wait for this light here. Once we start moving, though, we can get up some pretty decent speeds. At least as fast as the cars.
Arriving at North Finch Oakdale. North Finch Oakdale Station. Doors will open on the right.
North Finch Oakdale.
Oh, Miles.
Upper College Station. Ligne 6 vers station Upper College.
Somebody is a red light and throw it in reverse.
Could be going over Highway 400 here. Get some pretty neat views, I think, when we go over the highway here. I think I can see all the way to downtown Mississauga. Big cluster of tall buildings off in the distance. Mississauga's a suburb of Toronto. Although some people would say it's a city in its own right, which it is, but it's still a suburb. It's a suburban city right next door to Toronto. Okay, we went under the highway, not over it. Some machines to load your Presto card. Tap on right there at that machine. And unlike a streetcar also, you don't tap on the vehicle, you tap outside on the platform, which is more like a subway. So it's like a hybrid between a streetcar and a subway, basically. It does run along its own right of way, obviously along here, even though it has to stop at intersections, which also seems a bit kind of against the whole idea of having a right of way, but what do I know? So this portion here, well, the whole portion actually, is what we can expect if we were to ride the Eglinton Line 5 on its above ground section, which I should be doing in the next few weeks. I'm way more interested in the underground portion of that line though. The stations they built for the underground part of the Crosstown Line 5 are enormous. And very deep underground too.
Next station, prochaine station, Emory Station.
So we're in Etobicoke now after having crossed over or under Highway 400.
Arriving at Etobicoke, Emory Station. Doors will open on the right. Les portes seront s'ouvrir sur la droite.
Etobicoke is one of the former boroughs, as is North York. Toronto used to be made up of 5 boroughs surrounding the old city of Toronto. All the boroughs in the old city amalgamated together in the late 1990s. Just become a single-tier city. It was a 2-tiered municipality before then, where all the boroughs in the old city shared many services, such as transit, but they also had some autonomy from one another, with their own mayor. They also had another level of government called the Metro Council that had their own council chamber. But all of that upper tier of government was dissolved when it was all amalgamated into one municipality, or a single-tier municipality anyway.
Line 6 to Humber College Station. Investis vers station Humber College. Next station, prochaine station, Northern Line. Northern Line Station.
We're going backwards. Kind of on a hill here. Looks like we had to stop for a red light and then we drifted backwards a little bit. So obviously these trains do have an operator. Some other systems in other places are driverless trains, but both Line 6 and Line 5 will have operators.
Arriving at Milton Station. Doors will open on the right.
Milton Mike. What a oddly named station. So going through Rexdale. I've actually never recorded any videos in this part of Toronto before.
Line 16 Humber College Station. Ligne 6 vers station Collège.
This area was built up in the late 1960s and early 1970s. Far from downtown. Some of these interesting hybrid sort of plazas here. It's like a plaza, but they have apartments above and they have parking in front. I always thought if they just built those right up to the sidewalk, it would look like a more traditional little commercial strip.
Line 6 to Humber College Station. Ligne 6 vers station Humber Collège.
Wait, George, I went Max up there. I don't know.
Kind of lost track of how many stations we've passed by so far.
Next station. Prochaine station. Pearldale Station.
As you can see, even way out here in the northwestern corner of the city, you do have a lot of the suburban bungalows and that sort of thing, but you also have lots and lots of density. That's what's kind of a bit different about Toronto, is you find all the high-rise or mid-rise density way out in the far-flung parts of the city even. and in the suburbs even, outside of the city. It's not uncommon to see huge clusters of high-rise buildings
Ligne 6 vers station Hambourg Collège.
and lots of townhouses and that sort of thing. Pearldale.
No, I think line 5 is also this year. Yeah.
You can hear people talking in the background about this line versus line 5. Which one will be better?
Next station, prochaine station, Roundtree Mills. Roundtree Mills Station. College Station. Ligne 6 vers station Hambourg Collège.
Okay, well, can you go take a picture of the map? No, it's right there. Yeah.
Next station, prochaine station, Mount Olive. Mount Olive Station. Mount Olive Station. Open on the left. Sur la gauche. Line 6 to Hambourg College Station. Ligne 6 vers station Hambourg Collège.
Okay, so it's a bit herky-jerky when it's stopping and starting again.
Yeah, man. Yeah, when I just
What? But we have to wait outside. We'll have them on FaceTime. No, you wouldn't be in there. You'd be waiting outside. I thought you could go inside. Or we like have you go to Starbucks. Or like if there's a Starbucks nearby. Yeah, I did go inside. Yeah, I went inside.
So we're waiting another red light here.
Yeah. So we'll go. We're gonna buy snow dogs.
I think we're getting close to the end of the line now. There's no map I can look at to see how far we have to go. Or actually, there is right here. I was wrong. Looks like 5 more stops to go.
Arriving at REI Stevenson Station. Doors will open on the left. Les portes s'ouvrent sur la gauche. Line 6 to Humber College Station. Ligne 6 vers station Humber Collège.
The door is open on this side.
So I'm in the classroom seat, but I'm grading almost a 9 student. Picking up on the work of class. And try to regulate
No, don't.
Around a bend here. It's been pretty much a straight line shot the whole time up until now.
Albion Station. Doors will open on the right.
The Albion Mall. That's a mall I've never visited before.
I didn't say I want, you know what, I just said
Listen to me, you don't have a beef with you. Never said do not work. On Sabbath. Never said don't work on Sabbath. But it's only work 13 hours a week.
No, not that one.
Yes, remember, so don't come from
No, turn that down.
this won't do the work. Look like you need to put that oh, did you not get the letter that I said because we want donations to the flag? Okay? Yes, sir? I'm not gonna tell you. Sure. Yes, sir.
Coming up on an hour. I wasn't sure how long it would take to ride the entire line, but
But
Looks like it might be about an hour.
no. But you know when he sent that to her when she's on vacation.
Still have a few more stops to go.
We can't tell if she was on vacation.
Line 62 Humber College Station. Ici vers station Humber College. Next station. Mongrel Station. Stand clear of the
So I never rode the bus that used to travel this route, but as I mentioned earlier, some people were saying that the bus might actually be faster, at least for now anyway. But the ride is no doubt a lot smoother. If you're standing on the bus for the entire way, like I've been standing on the train, I'd probably be jostled around a heck of a lot more on the bus. Probably an all-around more miserable experience. Some Rexdale vibes here. The students who attend Humber College are probably pretty happy to have this option to use to get to school, especially if they're traveling long distances across the city.
Line 62 Humber College Station. Ligne 6 vers station Humber College. Next station. Prochaine station. Westmore. Westmore Station. Westmore Station.
The Hydro Corridor.
Line 62 Humber College Station. Ligne 6 vers station Humber College.
Right, the penultimate station here.
Next station. Prochaine station, Humber College. Humber College Station. This is a terminal station. Nous sommes arrivés au terminus.
I was in grade 9 during that year. You guys did that. 24 hours later, I broke up with her. 24 hours, I broke up with her.
You had no. Oh!
I honestly thought I did. I thought I had a crush on her, but I realized that I actually didn't.
She wasn't 18 during. But now I think she is.
I did not know best when I was in grade 9. And as I got older, I actually realized
She's
that.
07, so probably.
Interesting chit chat on the train. Always a feature of these transit rides.
I was like 14.
Wait, so y'all. How are you saying? You thought she was.
I thought she was wherever this is.
No, she would have been 18 or something. No, she would have been 18 when grade 9 was here.
All right, we're approaching the end of the line.
But you had earlier birthday than her. Yours was February 18th. We thought Sunday was hot. But she was hot. William and I was like, let's try and go back on try. You thought she was hot about
I just realized that was
The train goes into a trench here as it enters the last station.
Robbie dated her. Really, Robbie dated Alex.
so desperate.
When? I don't know. Grade 9. I'm like, no, that was last year. Twice in grade 9. And Charlie was twice here. Yeah, that's right. Robbie actually traded. Yeah. Like how long? Why are you saying grade 9? Yeah, but like for how long? Unless you did Charlie was twice in grade 9. I feel like unless you dated Robbie at least 3 or 4 more times. Was that in grade 9 or grade 8? Grade 9 they dated Charles and Robbie twice. They. What's his name? She's better than
Crawling through this section here. Go around that bend.
Yeah, we saw. It was really fast. Like, it was like this.
I'm sure there'll be tons and tons of videos. People riding the Finch West LRT today. But how could I not do it, right? I do have a full playlist of transit rides on my channel. Not only in Toronto, but in several other major Canadian cities. I think upwards of 200 transit videos maybe on the channel. Most of them are in Toronto, obviously. Riding not only the subways and the streetcars, but the buses and now the LRT.
Humber College Station. This is a terminal station. This train is now ending service.
Here we are at the end of the line. I feel like a traveling Wilbury after riding this for an hour. All right, good ride.
You want us to go back.
And there you have it. We rode the entire Finch West LRT line from Finch West subway station, transferring from line 1, following the crowds and the signs, making our way to the platform for line 6 on opening day. Yeah, it was a good ride. The trains are comfortable, smooth, a bit slow, but we've already talked about that. I hope you enjoyed the ride today. And be sure to check back for more transit rides in the coming weeks on another new line, line 5.
Welcome to history.
Thanks for watching. Leave a comment down below if you enjoyed the ride. Thanks. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Also, make sure you hit that notification bell. That way you won't miss any of my videos. And if you'd like to support the channel, there are links in the description where you can do so via PayPal as well as via my merch store. Or you can also support the channel by becoming a channel member or by sending a super thanks if you prefer. And you can find me on Instagram also under KContinuum. So thanks for watching, and thanks to all the channel members. And be sure to keep checking back because, as always, I will continue.